Yo, what is up guys? In today's video I finish a grunge band inspired design. It took me around 10 to 13 minutes. The stopwatch stopped working for some reason, so I couldn't get the accurate time. The first step to my design process is finding images that closely match my reference. This is the reference I used for this design. To make the spike ball look like it's actually in the skull, I use the lasso to make a selection and click the layer mask button to instantly cut it out. The good thing about layer masks is that you can erase and add parts of your image without really erasing it, if that makes sense. Now I'm just adding shadows where they belong to make the spike ball merge well with the skull and repeating the process with the other side. Perfect. It's looking good so far, but it needs more, so let's add some text. I'm gonna be using the name Sid Sawyer since it's a project I'm working on with a friend and it fits well with the aesthetic of our upcoming brand. I forgot to install fonts on my new laptop, so I will be using one of the fonts Photoshop comes with. An idea I had was to have the text engraved into the skull, but I decided to change it last minute, as you will see in the finished design. But the second step to my process would be making a good composition with your images and text. Let's move on to the next step, which is color separation. I already have a tutorial on this, so if you want the best settings for color separation, go watch my video. It'll make your design stand out.
I wouldn't be doing it if it was boring. Look, you're a dude, right? And you're telling me you don't feel the unquenchable desire to tackle those raging hairpins?
Oh, no.
Now that I've finished separating the image color, it's time to add color to the design. I wasn't really liking the first colors I used for the skull, so I decided to change it, as you can see. To change the color of the spike balls, I switched to the wand tool, selected the negative space of the image, and clicked the layer mask button to add a mask to the spike balls. This will let me change the color of only the spike balls. I'm telling y'all, the layer mask feature is the GOAT.
That's really the kind of thing you do for fun? I wouldn't be doing it if it was boring. Look, you're a dude, right? And you're telling me you don't feel the unquenchable desire to tackle those raging
You don't have to do this, but what I did here was add a glow to the design by adding a radial blur and Gaussian blur to the white silhouette I made of the composition. You can make this effect look really good if you separate the glow, giving it a gradient effect, but for this design I didn't do that. I kept the glow only one color. I think the glow really adds more to the design. I forgot to add a black base to the skull, so let's add one real quick. All I did was select a grouped version of the composition and made it black. I'm almost done with the design. It's time to fix the text from earlier and make it fit with the design. There's so much when it comes to text. You have to find the right placement, have a good font, good color, good effects, etc. I got lucky that my composition was easy, so finding a placement wasn't hard, but sometimes it is hard when you have a complex design. One suggestion I can give y'all is to use a color from your design/composition to help it blend in. You don't want your text to look out of place.
Let me be the blesser of all souls.
I decided to add effects to the text so it doesn't look bland. You can copy these text layer style settings if you want to use them for your design. That is it. This is the design I was able to make in 10 to 13 minutes. For the finishing touch I gave it a distressed vintage texture to give it that thrashed, vintage feel. But other than that, I think the design is complete. You'll see the finished design on a mock-up to show you how it would look on a tee. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, comment down below.